Welcome to the Seaman Podcast, a show where artists and musicians with an axe to grind throw things deep into the abyss of the Seaman. Transphobia, racism, ableism, anti-Semitism, sexism, and homophobia, it all gets dumped on the trash! How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the motherfucking Seaman Podcast. It's me, everyone's favourite, big voluptuous delicious daddy, the right reverend of the Pentecostal Church of the Seaman, big thinny taste Tano, biggest tasteless himself, Brendan Fraser's chick on the side, is Big Tasty. And today is a monumental day. I'm sitting in a tour van outside of the Festing in Southsea right now with my ex-arch rival, now tag team partner. It's Jimi fucking Dymond from Rough Guts and Top Left Club and what else are you in?
Young Francis Hi-Fi is the other one.
Young Francis Hi-Fi, and you got your lovely Jimmy's Barbershop, the man who made mullets what they are today.
It's true.
I guarantee that mullets would not be the university staple it is if it wasn't for Mr. Jimi Dymond.
I've actually been in a deal with all them posh boy schools, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sponsored by them now. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Get my boat shoes half price.
Yeah, that sweet pussy getting mullet money. How's tricks, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I mean, coming out of pandemic stuff, obviously,
Coming out your
it's a hot topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what everyone's talking about. But coming out of it and being back at work has been very good. Been fucking absolutely mental busy because every cunt decided to cut their hair in lockdown at the house.
Shagged it up.
Let the mums, aunties, ferrets, goldfish have a go on it, and then they come to me to fix it. And then, so it's been all right. Like,
What's the worst sort of home cut you've seen?
it's not so much the worst ones, because I mean, there's always bad ones. You know, there's always
Yeah.
ones where people cut into the side and do this and that. But the worst ones are when it's actually good.
Oh,
Because
really?
you get people come in, they're like, "Oh, mate, my missus spent about like 3 hours like cutting my hair at home. How is it?" And you're kind of like, inside I'm going, "Fucking hell."
You got to kind of gaslight them and say, "Oh,
yeah,
mate,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
shit,
well,
no,
you know, it's all right, but you know, you need to come to us
yeah,
now."
we wouldn't let them do that.
But no, some of them have been good, and I told a couple of mates, like, genuinely, that's a good haircut. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they're coming back. It's good to have a lot of people support, and now that gigs are back, starting to get people coming back in for haircuts that are down with Brighton for gigs, which is
Yeah.
always fun. It's part of the shop. What I always wanted to do was have it as a place where people are touring, come in, get a bit of a discount, on a haircut, get a beer. Like, yeah, it's good, man. You've been in there.
I've been in there.
I've had the Rash Boys in there.
Yeah, it was beautiful. We flew in from Latvia.
You did.
I jumped straight in the chair.
You did, yeah.
You gave me a lovely skull massage.
Oh, yeah, I did that. Both skulls.
Oh, mate. So, yeah, you've been busy cutting fucking mullets and trimming
mullets,
butters.
mate.
And you've been fucking playing some shows again?
Playing shows, yeah, with, I was just saying so nicely, plugging all of them. Top Left Club, it's two of Rotten Foxes, me and Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
And Tim and John from Skinny Milk, Johnny Heartless and Big T.
Yeah.
And we decided in lockdown to fucking just do something fun. Like, we all
Yeah.
like, you know, bands like The Spits and fucking others like garage, dirty, synthy sounds. So it was like, let's have a go at it. And it's been fun.
Smacking the back doors in. You need to tell them skinny milk cunts. Skinny milk cunts. Because I was talking to them about them coming on, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it at band practice, it'll be fine. And then they were like, oh no, like, we fucked up. They're like, we'll call you on our drive home. I was like, it doesn't work that way. You can't just...
Mate, that is them, but they're good lads, but like...
And then they were like, oh, we'll sort it out. And then it was like, nothing. They ghosted me. They're too cool, man.
Mate, you'll be seeing them on Saturday.
Yeah? I'm going to point a finger right in their nose. I'm
do
going to
it.
go, look at me, buddy boy.
You little fucker.
Buster Brown, I want you to chat some shit.
They're playing Saturday now as well.
Oh,
What's
really?
it called, Fest? They are.
Oh, shit,
I don't know when
that.
this is going to have a Saturday. Well, it's sold out anyway, so no one can
this
come.
will be out the Tuesday after,
Oh,
so
nice,
if you're
yeah.
listening, it's too late.
Well, I hope you enjoy What's It Called Fest if you're listening.
Yeah, if you were there,
If you were
then
there,
this is
I'm
very
hoping
meta.
it'll be very good. It is. Breaking boundaries.
In it.
Yeah, doing a bit of that, bit of Young Francis Hi-Fi. He was a one-man band, and now we joined up with him 'cause he's a good mate, and it's just bubblegum punk goodness. It's bright, it's fun. It's just good bangs. He decides everything, so we turn up and just go, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
you just hired gun. You're the
It's
one
easy.
Billy gun.
I like it, turn up like that. And then we got Rough Guts playing here tonight at Festins. And yeah, they are. I don't, that came. Fuck knows how that came about, but it happened.
It's fucking ace.
We think Addy gave Reece a brochure for Canada. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of,
he
he swooped in there. You know.
You know what, man? I think you should fucking time for a little change, you know. And then fucking was like, yoink!
Like straight in there.
Slipped in like a rat up a drain pipe.
He shaved his head for the first bit just so we'd feel comfortable.
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
You know?
The shiny head.
Both of them.
Right. So
Lovely.
you got some sea animals for us.
I do.
We're gonna not rush through it, but you're on stage in like 20 minutes.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a bit, and then we're gonna come back after you sweated out a bit. Probably missed the first 3 songs of Pizza Trap, but you know who cares? We've seen them a million times.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're shit anyway, you know.
You know who?
Yeah, pizza who? Piece of shit, more like.
I know Jim's not here. He's inside right now, but we're both giving him the little finger.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
You know,
right
it's
there,
happening.
yeah.
It's happening.
And I'll see him later, but oh mate.
Hello, mate. You're right. Big cuddles.
Yeah, because I'm on tour with him. You want to come on my show?
Oh, mate. I heard you say that too earlier.
If the next episode is Jim, just pretend this didn't happen.
Are we doing it this weekend then, or what?
Yo, alright man, yeah, I'll do it man. Yeah, let me just think of what to say, man. That's him as he scratches his head. Right, so what's the first thing you got for me, cunt?
So first thing I've got, it's no real order, but I'm just going to rant about something that like pisses me off. So in Brighton at the moment, me and Liam live together, and Mac Daddy, we live together, and we got a house like. You've been to a house, haven't you? I don't know. We got a house. It's like pretty close to like the pier, and that it's proper like central, like. And since up one of the main roads you go up to get to our street, they filled in all the curb, you know, for the COVID shit.
Right.
Because they were like, we need a wider curb for people to walk down.
Right.
So then they just put the bins on that curb, and then restaurants put the tables on that curb, so then it's not actually a wider pavement. So every motherfucker's been parking outside our house, which usually it happens, mate. It happens.
Yeah,
but when they park directly outside the front door, in lockdown it became a game of mine. I'd just sit there at the window, like fucking waiting, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I see a car there, I'm like, right, can I get this fucker? And I go down, she says, excuse me, can you move? And they was like, oh, just here for a minute, mate. And I'm like, well, that's not an excuse, is it? And I've had people have a go at me, I've had people shout at me, I've had people start at me. We've walked across a couple of bonnets, we've knocked a couple of wing mirrors off.
Yeah.
Because it got annoying, but then...
vandalise.
It's a little bit of vandalism, light vandalism. I mean, someone allegedly came in once and said... oh, keyed the fuck out of a car. And I went, no. And he went, well, you fucking... I mean, he said, well, someone else allegedly punched a few wing mirrors. I thought, yeah, well, fair enough. Like, but it's been quite fun. Like, but it has got us in a bit of trouble. A couple of people called the police on us because we did get a bit rowdy.
Oh, dear.
But then it becomes, I don't know, I think it's just because I wasn't working, I was frustrated, a bit of that.
Yeah.
And it's just, most people, there's one kid that turned up and he like looked at me and he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, mate, he's like delivery driver, you know, he's just getting... I was like, mate, you're trying to make a living, it's cool. But it's the cunts you get there that like big fucking Land Rovers, you know, right in front of your door and you open it. So I've started just giving them £2.50 and I'm saying, oh mate, you can't afford to park, take that mate, because I know renting these things is very expensive. Look, give me.
How obscene, sir.
You're insinuating I cannot afford this Land Rover? Well, one person was like, he said to me, do you own this house? And I was like, no, I rent it. And he went, all right. And I'm like, what the fuck's that meant to mean? And I was like, what does that mean, you prick? And he was like, well, you know, I own my house. I think you'll find the bank owns your house, sir. You know. So yeah, people that park directly in front of front doors can fuck off unless it is you yourself, someone I like, or maybe, I don't know, if you're in a band and you need to stop. Like, it's hard to gauge who's a cunt and who's not.
As long as they play by your rules.
Yeah, as long as they play by our rules, we're all right. Like, you know.
Mate, I would have stuck that dude's fucking head up his fucking exhaust pipe. If
mate. One person literally got out squared up to me and I was like,
really?
what are you going to do, mate? I was like, first of all, you're the fucking one in the wrong. There was one time I come home and there was a nice fancy car outside and I jumped over the bonnet. So he was right in front of the front door and a guy came steaming down. I went, what are you doing? And I was like, right, what do I do? So I just went, well, don't fucking park in front of my front door, prick. And then I just walked in the house and Liam was standing at the door and he got up the door and Liam went, well, it's a pretty stupid place to park, mate. That's him.
So you never gotten any like skirmishes or nothing like? No.
Nah, one person squared up, and a couple of people have like been, oh, I'm going to call the police because you walked across the bonnet or because I saw you, you know, kick my car or something like that. But I just say, what are you going to tell them? I was parked illegally and someone was annoyed at it, and then they go, oh.
I feel like you're you're dishing out your own justice.
A little bit, kind of like some sort of Batman shit.
It's like Batman,
definitely.
but just for this one very particular person or crime.
One very particular person who annoys me in a certain car. But since I've been back at work, it's kind of like I get home now and I'm so knackered. I just look at them and go, I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah. Just in lockdown, that frustrated. It was a good little frustration release.
You should just like super glue the locks on the cars.
Oh, I thought about buying a clamp.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Putting it on there, and then when they call up, sit in the house and be like, yeah, we'll be there in 3 hours. Like, looking outside the window at them. Or it's £500.
Or just be like, put a clamp on and then like plant clues around the city and send them on a little like a little wild goose chase. And then like the very last clue sends them right back to your front door. And then
or just standing there,
but like
punching their wing mirror off.
I was going to say maybe sellotape the key to like your bell end or something.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
But that might be like sexual assault or something.
Just a bit of zinc, allergic.
Just have it hanging from a piercing.
Oh, mate, magnetic piercings. So, yeah, that's saying that people who like just fucking dickheads in big fancy cars that decide to park immediately in front of front doors, they can fuck off in the sea, 100% in the sea bin.
Mate, you know what? It's going in.
Going in.
It's going in. Listen with a splash.
Okay,
in
nice.
It goes.
I like it.
You got the Mars bar. Right up the hoop.
Straight up there.
Right up there.
Straight up
right
there.
Up your poop hole loophole.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Right, what have you got next? What's number 2?
Number 2 is a bit of a personal one, booking apps. So
right.
There's a certain thing in the barbering world, and I don't know if it's like I presume it's other things as well, but like tattoos or something like that. But barbering, there's these booking apps, and they're basically for your customers can get an app, download an app, and then book in for their haircut. So I've had people come in, and they came in at an old barbershop I worked. I was running, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've got this. I ain't gonna name the fucking brand, but it's, we got this booking app thing, and like you'd be interested in." I was like, "Well, I'm on my own here." I was like, it sounds interesting, mate. I'm interested, but I'm not. I'll have a think about it over the weekend. I was being polite, you know what I mean? I'll have a think about it, mate. And he was like, "All right." So the next week he came in and he's like, "Right, so I've set you all up. I've got your name and I've got your profile basically ready to go." He's like, "All you have to do is just sign off it." And I went, "No, excuse me." I was like, I never agreed to this, mate. And he's like, "Oh, but I thought you said, it sounded interesting." I was like, "Yeah, and now I'm fucking not." So I was like, he said, "That'll be a no from me, dog." And he was just like, he's like, he goes, "Oh, right." You can tell he was one of them salesmen, I bet he was a fucking estate agent once.
He probably already paid the cash for the...
Oh, mate, he was ready. He was ready with his little bonus and that. And I was just like, "Nah, bruv." Like, so he went off and then he came back another time, went off. And then I got my own shop and he came in and he bought his, like, area manager or some shit in, and this guy goes, "Oh, I just wanted to show my area manager here your shop because it's it's really cool." And I'm like,
"Oh, fuck off.
Cheers, mate. So have you had any more thoughts about signing up with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm still not going to do it."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh," and he goes, "I'll get you one day." And I'm just like, now even more so, even if I fucking had a sliver of chance of doing it, I'm definitely not now.
Yeah.
So a couple of months later, he sends in a pretty girl that started working for him, because it's that classic sales. "Well, you ain't going to get me." Yeah. This girl comes in. To be fair, she's like, mate, Richard, his name was. It's like, "Richard sent me down. You interested?" And I went, "No, I'm really not." She went, "Okay, no worries," and left me to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Cool, nice one."
So when you feel like a prize.
Yes, because I'm the white whale. Yeah.
Ahab's losing fucking shit. It's just like,
he wants me. And
send down Florence.
And sometimes I do enjoy just like, even if I want something, I'm such a cunt. I'm just like, I'll be like, even if I really need it and want it, I'm just like, nope, because you've done it in a certain way. Nope, I'm not having it.
Just because I know it's going to piss you off.
Exactly. It's definitely very adult of me to be like that. But I mean, for booking out, if you got a barbershop with like 12 people in working there, it makes total sense. When there's just 2 of us, me and Buck, it was just like, there's no fucking point in doing that whatsoever. But so a few months later, about a year later actually, this kid comes in and he's wearing the brand of it, and he's got the t-shirt on and the hat on and everything. He comes, he's like, "Hi," you really young kid, Right. He's like, "Hi," and I looked at him and I was like, "Are you here from them, are you?" And he's like, yeah. So, we're just in barbershops around the area and just gauging who's interested. And I was like, "Mate," I'm telling you this now. I said, this is like the 6th time I've had to deal with someone for this cut. I was like, I don't know how many more times I have to tell you now. And I said, I'm not having to go at you, kid, but so
suck an egg.
I said, "Come on, it ain't going to happen." And he was like, "Oh, can I just ask why?" And I said, "So what's your area?" I said, "Your area manager, this matey, is it?" And he, "Yeah." Well, you could tell him personally that it's his fault. I'm not going to do it. And I would have done it if it wasn't for him. Well, I can't.
So is I'm trying to think now. Is it like the booking apps, or is it like
I think
pushy,
it might just be pushy salesman. Like we're all. I like being a bit of a salesman, but when there's like one where it's just like sleazy. Kind of, just a little
they're getting
bit.
Commission.
Yeah, and they're not even looking at you. They're just looking straight at your wallet, being like, I'm going to get £50 a month, man.
They're like, they're your best mate. But, you can't. That's kind of the you get the same attitudes in like phone shops. Yeah, phone shops.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, mate? Oh, you don't want that, mate. I've got you a bet. I can knock £100 off that, mate. Just come over here.
Phone shop people back in the day.
Yeah.
They would. I went out with this girl years ago back home, and she went and bought a BlackBerry. This is how long ago this was. Like, she went and bought a BlackBerry.
It's like ancient history. Like.
And she was in there, and she come out, and she's got this new phone. She's texting away, and like she keeps like going, and every the phone goes off, and she's kind of doing the hiding it thing. And I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, is everything all right? She's like, "Oh, it's just this guy." Like said this guy from the phone shop, and she was like, "Yeah, he's what's that BlackBerry pin thing, wasn't it? It was like a messenger thing you could do to each other."
Yeah.
And this guy in the phone shop, basically, every girl that came in and got a phone, he would say to them, have you ever used BlackBerry pin? And they go, nah. So he goes, this is how you do it. Take my pin. And then he'd get them all on their numbers. And I was like, did he? I was like, what? So it turns out he was doing it to loads of fucking girls. Like, had a missus and everything. But it was like that sleazy... Yeah. I don't know. So, that basically sleazy salesmen can fuck off in this evening if they're not in already.
Well, they haven't been thrown in yet. But you're saying we're going to go with the sleazy salesman side of it, or
is it say booking apps on it?
Yeah. I mean, I've used a book, like, there's a barbershop. There's two barbershops in Falmouth that I use. One is like a Turkish barber place, and I use it because they're like the underdogs.
Yeah,
I go in, they don't really speak English, so you kind of sit in the chair, slap your head about a bit, give you a haircut that you didn't really ask for.
Yeah, flames in the ears and things like the nostrils.
But I kind of dig that.
Do you like the booking app?
Well, no, those I don't need a booking app.
No
one ever goes to see them.
Because
everyone goes to this other barbers in town, but they require a booking app because they're always busy.
Yeah.
But sometimes like the Turkish barber place ain't open, so I got a book to go to this other place. And it is handy being able to just be like, okay, I'm going to come in at this time and this time. I'll
give you that. To be fair, I do think about a lot of these things on my point of view, which can be detrimental to me sometimes. But it's definitely I think it was one of the things he said to me. He said, everyone else has got one, and I was like, then what makes me stand out, mate? But I like doing my bookings. I do it everyone messages me personally, and I give I got like a rapport with everyone rather than being a faceless.
You're like a drug dealer, but for haircuts.
Pretty much, yeah.
I know my guy, and you got your little burner phone.
Got my little thing. I sell heroin. Yeah. Oh God, terrible.
Hi-oh. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was the worst joke on Seaman history.
Check, please.
Stick it in. So I think it's got to be just focusing on like the sleazy.
I guess that is what pissed me off the most.
Commission hunting. I'm your best mate. Give me your money, salesman.
Sleazy salesmen that are just wankers. I think.
And you know what, mate? There's only one place for it. It's in the Seaman. Listen for the splash. In it goes, mate.
And I hope they enjoy it in that because they've got lots of things they can try and sell lots of things to.
Exactly. Right. Hold on.
What is the time?
It is past.
It's past now.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly thank my Patreon supporters, and then we'll come back after you've ripped and rocked and popped some hymens and melted some faces.
I'm going to get thanks out. I am a Patreon supporter of the CBN podcast, as everybody listening should be.
Yes, you are.
Damn right, everyone should. You get stickers, you get like cool little bits of art, you get letters every year. It's like the Beano fan club, but fucking cool.
Yeah, you should be getting letters more often. I've been slacking a bit because I've been very sad, but I'm doing better now.
That is good to hear.
But I'm going to quickly say thanks to Tim, to C, Alex, Alex Smith, Jochen, Phoebe, Richard, Rory, EJ, Jimmy, that's you, hey-o, Mark, David, Will, Sarah, Matt, Ollie, B, Alex, George, Chris, George, Dale, Caroline, Dave, Will, Cody, and Adim. I normally read that way smoother, but I don't have my little whiteboard cheat sheet.
Oh shit!
But I was reading that
smooth, though.
Yeah,
smooth.
So,
I liked it.
Should
have seen those thumbs going on that phone then, and it was like steam coming off.
My thumb was going like a fucking mate. I was like, "What's a fast thing?" Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. I saw him the other night. I went up London on Monday and watched the old Fed. It was good.
Yeah, was it alright?
Apart from this like kid with a massive head that was sitting in front of us, so me and Addy went and moved seats. He had a giant head.
He should have smashed a chair over that head.
Standing up on his seat, and his mum turned around and was like, "Sorry," and we were like, "Yeah, well, fucking get him to sit down."
Yeah, you should have fucking caved his head in like JBL on fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Addy was like, "Should we say something?" And he was like, I was like, I don't know. And Andy went, nah. He goes, I don't want to ruin a child's experience of wrestling.
He was probably waiting to catch some New Day merch or something. But anyway, also thank you to Cold Press CBD. They do vegan CBD gummy bears. You go to cold-press.io, use code Simon10 all caps for 10% off your first month's order. And they send out cool shit too, like socks and bucket hats.
Matt Gaddy has been on them since day one, and he gets them all the fucking time. Our house is covered in those. They send a little glass one first of all.
Yeah, and then the
little refilling ones afterwards. They are everywhere.
They do good work. I love those guys.
They are good. They're great. We've got stickers in the shop, Jimmy's Barber Shop. There are stickers for those in there. So,
hell yeah. Right, so it's going to be about an hour, a lap time for us. Well,
yes.
Not an hour, but it's going to be almost instantaneous for you. So we'll see you in a little bit for some filthy questions.
See you in a minute. Whoop.
And we're back.
That was instant.
It was. You just did a ripping and rocking set.
That was a ripping and rocking set in like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, my sphincter is sufficiently smashed in.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to be able to shit comfortably for the next, I don't know how long.
That's how we like to do it. Rough guts, mate.
Yeah, my guts are going to be rough as fuck. Did you enjoy it? You had a good time?
Yeah, it was real fun. Like, we finished that first half of that, of Seabin, and then ran in, played set. It was fucking fun. It's been the first time back here since the last time we played here. And that magical weekender, which shall not be spoken of. Yeah. If you ever want to hear about that weekender with Rash, Rotten Foxes and Pizza Tramp, then you've got to ask us in person.
In person. I will say, though, there's a lady that comes into my work.
Yeah.
She was like, she kept looking at me weird. She was like, I recognise you from somewhere. And then she was like, did you do, like, wrestling videos? No. I was like, fucking what? And she was like, you did promos with that guy from Brighton with the pasties and the sunglasses, and I was like, what the fuck? And like, she didn't know the bands, but the videos had been shared on a Facebook group that she was on.
Oh shit!
And people were like going mental for it. Like, I didn't even realise it was going that viral.
They went good, those things. I think that was what, like 2 years and 2 weeks ago or some shit.
Yeah.
And that was like, it came up on the memories thing the other day. The little promos coming up. You know, your one's been. You know, the one you did with the Rocky music's been cut.
Oh, is it?
Been taken off Facebook because of the music.
Fuck's sake.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah, it was good.
Lifting that fucking half up, man.
Yeah, man, getting my fucking tummy smashed in. Yeah, so I got fucking recognised in work from having a wrestling feud.
Do you know why? Because you cut a good promo.
Well, you know, it's a...
That's a good promo. I mean, you know, Big Tasty is my tag team partner.
Yeah,
like, we are, you know, the fucking Fish and Grill Express. we are the greatest tag team in all the land.
Yeah, the 2 times you've seen each other since we won our belts.
We keep forgetting
I forgot my belt. It's alright. I'm coming. I'm gonna come in and see, and we'll get our belts together and see if any kind of who out of the scene do you think could knock us out of our throne? I don't think anyone.
That's a fucking good question. I mean, Kev, I reckon's hard as fuck, but he's kind of like part of a faction, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, like if we had a faction, Kev would be our muscle. He'd be our Rick Rude to the DX.
Yeah, I think so.
He'd be the muscle. If he had a Rick Rude, he's had a Rick Rude.
Yeah, the thing is, like Kev, like titles don't mean nothing to him.
No,
he's just there for the blood,
the crushing,
the blood and the guts,
crushing skull crush. No, Liam's a skull crusher. Kev, what would Kev's wrestling name be?
RAPD, the reverse anal pile driver.
Oh, I like that. I can picture Kev doing that.
Yeah, that would be his name.
That's his finisher. That's everyone's finisher.
Yeah. So his name's the RAPD.
I like that.
And then it's, reverse.
I don't think anyone could take us. But that Pizza Tramp tried in Deptford.
Well, they're weedy as fucking it. It's like wrestling a fart.
You Stone Cold Stunned Sam on stage.
I did.
It was like, he had no idea that was coming. I turned around, I just saw you boot him in the gut, and then full on. It was a real stunner.
I walked him dry.
It was, mate, you stomped that mud hole, man.
Yeah, I stomped the
mud. You're tough on a $2 steak.
Oh, mate, yeah. I folded him like an accordion. like a poker table. Right, so I asked some people, some listeners, for some questions, and I said, you know, don't hold back. And so we're gonna blast through them, and you can let me know what you think.
Cool, go on.
You know, so this one's from Doug. Would you rather cum blood or bleed cum?
As in, would you constantly have cum as your blood, or when you get cut, cum would come out?
I guess if you would get cut and cum would come out, you'd have to have blood cum constantly in your veins.
You smell like those trees. Linden tree.
Yeah.
You'd smell like that constantly. I don't know. I'm just going to say I'll say bleed cum, because I don't think many people go. I'll go bleed cum.
Imagine getting a nosebleed and just a fat nut gets busted out of your nose.
Well, we've all been there, haven't we?
Does it shoot out like cum, or does it drip out like blood?
That's the question. But when if you came blood, would it shoot out like cum, or would it
just be a constant, never-ending stream?
Never-ending stream. Wow.
Never-ending stream of crimson.
Yeah, I'd bleed cum. Bleed cum.
Yeah, fuck
Plasters would be more fun that way.
They would. Yeah, you get like a fucking Johnny on your wound. Right, piss diamonds or sweat diamond dust?
Piss diamonds or sweat diamond dust? Sweat diamond. I fucking hate glitter, to be honest. But if you sweat diamond dust, then like you'd be like Diamond Dallas Page, isn't it? Like that'd be like bang.
You'd be shimmering all over the place.
Yeah, I'd deal with that.
Yeah,
I'd deal with that. I'd sweat diamond dust.
Just go to the gym and just fucking scrape yourself down, and then
I take lights with me everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like a big fucking halo light above you, attach it to your head like those umbrella hats. You know the ones.
You're just shimmering like a motherfucker.
Lovely.
Spoon gang or knife club? This one's from Kev.
I've never heard of. No, I don't know what I'm going to say. I mean, I've heard of Spoon Gang, and I think like Knife Club, they were mysterious, but I just think Spoon Gang's a bit more mysterious now, you know?
Because they faded off into the
Spoon Gang faded off before anything happened, but I did hear that there might be some recordings somewhere, so maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
But they might surface someday.
Maybe the Spoon Gang can get shit
They
done.
got more likes than, like, considering nothing, all of a sudden, whoever it was that made Spoon Gang, because I was looking at the Facebook going, who are these guys? And I saw them lights go up, and considering nothing happened, it was, but I'll say Spoon Gang.
Spoon Gang.
Tell Rick Rude Spoon Gang.
Just for the mystery. Right. Joel, 8 hours in a locked room with Ric Flair and a free bar, or 2 minutes in a cage of Brock Lesnar?
Well, considering what's just come out about Ric Flair, I'll go for Brock Lesnar.
I was going to say, do you want to have his fucking weird sunburnt cock in your ear?
It's either a helicopter or just getting destroyed by the beast.
Or F5 over and over again.
I'll take an F5. I'll take the steel cage match with Brock, because, I think that my character won't be strong enough that Brock would sell for me.
That was pretty good. Right, would you rather cheese grate the tips of your fingers off slowly, or eat someone else's cheese grated finger dust?
Oh.
So cannibalism.
Well, the end of my fingers, I imagine the end of your fingers are. They're pretty,
callousy.
Yeah, they're callousy.
Yeah.
So I think that I could. It depends if it's like half hour of fucking scraping, then nah. But
is it down to the bone or just down to the meat?
I have eaten. I've eaten my. No, I'm going to say it now. I ate my mate's weenus once.
You ate his weenus?
You know the weenus, the end of the elbow?
Oh, right,
The very end of the elbow is called the weenus.
Oh, I
chewed my mates off when I was a teenager. It was like, we were all like,
I thought you meant in a sexy way.
No, it wasn't sexy. It was like, he was like,
ravenous.
I can't feel the end of my elbow. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, I can't feel the thing. And you pinch it. I was like, let me bite it. And I literally ate the end of it. Not like a chunk of it. It was like a tiny bit of skin. But
you swallow it?
Shit. Yeah, of course I did. Back in the day, I did horrible things.
But yeah, I think with my callousy fingers, it would be like aged Parmesan Reggiano.
Oh mate, it'd be like a 6 year.
I could dust your wet with my weird.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah.
My wife does special effects and stuff like movies and shit. She's just like getting into it. But she's doing. She did a horror film a couple of years ago, and one of the scenes was they briefed her and was like, "We need you to make someone's hand cheese grated."
Right.
And she got some fake skin and like a blood pump thing. And in this movie, the guy goes crazy and starts cheese grating his hand. And she made a whole palm of cheese grated hand. It was sick,
mate.
I don't know how she did it.
If only cum came out when he grated it.
Mate, that was the other horror movie. But check her out, like Ellen MUA on Instagram. I'm gonna plug my wife for that.
Yeah. And then send out her Instagram. Right.
That did sound bad, didn't it?
Would you rather eat undigested fecal sweet corn or undigested fecal mushrooms?
What kind of mushrooms?
I don't know.
If they're trippers, then I'll give it.
No, like the mushrooms you find on a greasy spoon breakfast.
It's like a breakfast mushroom.
Yeah.
Probably mushrooms because sweet corn bits get stuck in my teeth.
Oh, really? So it's like it's already travelled through the anus of a regular human being, and now it's.
Well, I guess a mushroom would be more mushy, wouldn't it? Sweet corn at least would still be sweet corn.
Yeah, I mean that's unscathed. It comes out like B.A. Baracus, mate, untouched.
I'll go for the sweet corn.
Yeah, sweet corn, sweet. Right, you get to cut only mullets, but you have one leg. Or you can never cut a mullet again, but you got 3 legs. You can interpret that however you want.
Well, I think I like cutting mullets, and I reckon that with a kind of Tim Curry as Long John Silver crutch,
right,
I'll probably get away with that.
Yeah.
I
mean, technology these days, you can get a bionic leg that's better than any naturally formed.
I mean, a third leg, like, and I'm presuming that's like, obviously there's the penis joke, but that's more like Danny Hampson. But that
the spamaconda,
the spamaconda. But I reckon I'll go one leg cut mullets.
Yeah? Fuck yeah. Just don't change yourself apart from, losing the leg.
Yeah.
But it's right. Would you rather fight New Jack or Abdullah the Butcher?
Abby, man.
Yeah.
Like, New Jack's a cunt, isn't he? Like, he's legendary in that and there's all that shit, but ultimately, like, the more you read about him, the more he's a cunt. And the more I read about Abby, like, apart from the whole hepatitis thing and not telling people, he seemed a lot more gentle. And anyone that Mick Foley likes is cool by me.
Yeah.
Abby.
Fair play. And you could, like, store things in his weird head scars.
I know, it'd be great.
Imagine how much weed do you think you could store in there?
I'd probably rip a fucking toke out of it.
Just put a fucking downpipe in his ear.
Yeah. Done. He'd probably well happy with that. Thank you.
Right. This one comes from my boss.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Would you rather have your face sewn to a dude's cock?
Okay.
Cock and balls only, having to crawl backwards all the time. What? Or a dude's ass eating shit?
What? Let me read this.
Hold on. Right. Would you rather have your face sewn to a dude's crotch, cock and balls only, drinking piss, having to crawl backwards all the time? Or a dude's ass eating shit, but you get to crawl forwards? Right, I'm guessing, basically, do you want to be human centipeded to a guy's cock and balls?
Right.
Where you have to drink piss, but you have to crawl backwards? Or human centipeded to a guy's hoop, where you have to eat shit and crawl forwards?
I'd probably go for the backwards one with the piss because I've gone forwards a lot in my life, so going backwards a bit would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
And I think drinking piss every day is a lot easier than eating shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's got sweet corn in it.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Get stuck in the teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be the worst part of that situation.
Teeth, yeah.
Not being able to put a toothpick in.
I'll drink piss. I'll drink piss.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
You have a cock in your mouth, and that's always fun
fine,
as well.
That's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Right, would you rather bang Boris Johnson as he's... Would you bang Boris Johnson as he's watching you in the mirror, or receive Keir Starmer live in the PMQs whilst he's talking?
Wow, I mean, at least if I was in the PMQs with Keir Starmer, I'd be asleep because he's boring as fuck. Oh! Yeah, the centrist bastards. But no, Boris, I mean, if you're going to get fucked by Boris, I mean, we're all getting fucked by Boris, aren't we?
Yeah.
All of our taxes just gone fucking up.
But you get to bang Boris.
I'd get to bang Boris. To be honest, I don't think I could cope with it.
No.
Because if you bang Boris, he'd be like...
Yeah.
And it would just be... He'd have to say something like, oh, this is like... You know, he'd say some weird metaphor shit. No, Keir Starmer, I mean, fuck it. He's a...
You'd be like, Boris, are you going to come soon? Well, I don't know.
Well, I think if I came inside right now, then perhaps it wouldn't be quite as I was before.
I mean, that's not a fair question.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, is sucking off Jeremy Corbyn an option? Because I do that.
Yeah.
I do that just to be like, I'm sorry for everything you've gone through.
Yeah.
Blowjob.
Sorry the way that everything went out.
Sorry.
Let me just fucking...
Damn, that was...
Let me just throw it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Not only was he electable, he was delectable.
Delectable and electable.
Yeah, he was.
He was...
double trouble, as they say.
I like that.
Right, last question, right? If you had to have a word tattooed on your forehead, what would it be? Or, the dodgy version, if you had to have a word tattooed on your genitals, what would it be?
Okay. That's insinuating that I don't already.
Do you have a word tattooed on your genitals?
No, I don't. But I did watch my friend once tattoo our friend's... he tattooed his own dick with our friend's name.
Oh.
And we were all... This is way back in the day. I first moved to Brighton like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I brought a tattoo machine with me. And so when I left the pub that I worked in back home, this guy came in, he was like, could I give you a tattoo machine like as a goodbye present? And like I've used this, and it was all like out of date needles and it was absolute shit. But we used it. I've got plenty of. Mate, I'll show you in a bit.
Oh yeah.
But there's I watched my mate tattoo D-E-E on his knob.
Oh right.
And it was just our friend. It wasn't like going out of anyone or anything.
So he tattooed the D on the D.
And I watched my other mate. He sat there and he was tattooing his own knuckles, and he wouldn't let us see him. We looked around and went, "What are you doing?" He just wrote "cunt" across his knuckles. He's literally got "cunt" tattooed across his knuckles. To this day, he still has. And he tattooed his balls as well. But no, I reckon if I had a word tattooed on my head, my face, it would probably be, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Rock and roll.
C-Bin.
Oh yeah.
Listen to the C-Bin podcast.
Yeah, just that one guy who had like 50 adverts tattooed on his head.
Yeah, like Pornhub and fucking chicken sandwich shop and everything.
Yeah. And they like charge him like 50 quid a tattoo. So that's not enough.
I don't know. On my genitals, I'd probably have Big Tasty was here, and on my face, I'd probably have Big Tasty was here.
Before actually, I've got one more question. Right, would you rather have shoes for poos or poos for shoes?
Poos for shoes or shoes for poos? I mean, what kind of shoes are we talking? We're talking about, like, you know, big pair of Air Force Ones coming at your chuff, or are we talking? You know, like, that'd be pretty tough. And nothing like, you know, Air Force Ones like your chuff is tough.
Couple of high tops.
Like... Big fucking high tops. I don't know, poos for shoes would be quite fun, because then at least, like, you know, no one... You know,
talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Skidding around, skating on shit.
Skid around. You could, if it was constant poo, like, are we talking like every time you go out you get one poo and then it's gone when you walk through a field? Are we talking about this constant stream of poo? I think
you know it's a resilient shite that
that's good name for a band.
Resilient shite. It clings to the foot with the greatest of ease, like a croc, a squishy, shitty croc.
I like this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have the poo shoe.
Well, I respect it. Right. Well, thank you. I feel like we really understand you on a deeper level.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've always known you on a deeper level.
Very deep level.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Anuses.
Spam candle.
Right in there. The old ham candle at the hoop. Right, what's number 3? What have you got for me?
Number 3, Stephen, cat Dogies.
Oh yeah, speaking of shit.
So speaking of shit, yeah, cat Dogies. Now I don't know. I looked up Dogie today because my mum always called whenever a fluffy cat. I've always grown up with cats. I've got a cat now, a fluffy cat. Very fluffy. Yeah. She's beautiful. Her name's Piaf. She's wonderful. She's my everything. She's my world. So she's like, she's quite fluffy.
Yeah.
And she every now and then, like, you know, but like fluffy cat.
Yeah, like
you know,
obscenely fluffy.
Yeah, obscenely fluffy. Like, you know, she like as cats I've had when I was younger, they get a bit of shit stuck to their tail sometimes because sometimes it's a hairball and it's a bit sticky. It gets stuck to the tail. And my mum always called them Dogies. And I was like, so today I was like, I'm going to Google Dogie because I don't want to come on here and be like,
maybe
say something Dogie and be like,
racist.
Yeah, because you never know, do you? Like, you know, it's
these
just like,
old-timey sayings.
And I was like, I'll have a look at Dogie. So I looked up, and it means a motherless calf.
I hate it when my cat has
a motherless, an orphan cow on their arsehole. Like, you know, so we've all been there. But
yeah.
I was like, so I looked up and I went, fuck knows why she called it Dogies. But yeah, cat Dogies. And I guess it's like
a dingleberry.
Yeah, like a dingleberry, like a bum bogey, Dogie, I don't know. But it was, so cat Dogies, because a couple of times my cat has, she jumped up on the banister once and like sat there and was all like, and she had a Dogie on her arsehole and it just smeared everywhere. And I had to get like a sponge and wash her bumhole and like, you know.
Oh, mate.
And the most recent one, we were at a fucking, where were we? Sorry, there's some kids outside, some youths outside the van being troublesome.
Yeah, you fucking sprogs.
So there was, it was sitting at home, and I was like, the cat jumped up on the bed, and I was like, what the fuck? That smells like cat. She just done a shit. And I looked around, and it was just, I was trying to lift up her bum, and like, lift up her tail to look at her bum. And there was a Dogie there, and I was like, right, I've got to get it. And of course, you get a bit of tissue, you go for it. But the cat doesn't want you to touch their bumhole, because it's
a special area.
It's an area for the cat's tongue only. So, and I'm trying to get this Dogie off, and then it turns out that it's like a hairball that's stuck out of her bum, and it's kind of half in her bum and a bit out the bum, and in the end I had to kind of hold her like in a very compromising position and like just basically get poo out of her bum.
Yeah, so, like pull it out like a Beyblade.
It was pretty much like that, and then it span across the living room and like winked at me, you know. But yeah, so cat Dogies purely because anytime a cat has a Dogie, it's not going to be a fun time because you have to put it out the bum or they smear it over everything. And anyone that's got a cat, fluffy cat, will know about the Dogie.
Yeah. Oh, they just scrape their Dogie around like a snail trail.
Oh, it's bad. And then when you do get out the bum, it's like furry kind of congealedy poo that's
Yeah, once you
sitting
got
there,
it, what are
like,
you going to do with it?
You just got to flush them.
Flush them?
I just flush them.
That's a reasonable answer.
I put them under the door handles of the people that park in front of my front door. I've considered that.
Stick it in their fucking, break into the car, stick it in their air vents, yeah.
So every time they put the air
Yeah.
fresh Dogie. Fresh Dogie.
fresh
Dogie.
A froggy.
So yeah, I would happily condemn cat Dogies.
Yeah. I wonder, it's not their fault they got the Dogies. They got a fluffy arsehole.
It's true. They have got. It's not that anything they've done wrong.
It's more you wish that your cat didn't have to deal with having
more the
shit
concept
clinging
of
to
a
their
Dogie.
hair, the fur around the hoop.
Yeah.
Do you think cats? Yeah, I think cats would be better off without having Dogies, right?
I reckon anyone that's got a fluffy cat, P.O. box into the C-Bin podcast and tell us about your...
Let us on a postcard. Photographic evidence, please.
Photographic Dogie,
If you can actually send the Dogie itself...
That would be a plus.
Yeah, sellotaped like a post-it note or something.
You could turn it into a poo shoe.
Yeah, collect them all up. That'll be the next Patreon mail out.
Just Dogies. Thanks for your support, everyone. I'm just going to send you some Dogies out.
Here's a fucking slimy, hairy shit Dogie.
They're the ones that get
it's got to go in the sea, man.
Dogies are going in.
Listen for it. You got the tree, listen for the splash. You got the three fingers of death. Can you take a three finger?
It's in there. The three fingers in there.
Yeah,
it's there. It's there.
It's fucking there.
Dogie is
it's
there.
Here.
You can make a three-finger Dogie.
Yeah. Right. I can hear Pizza Tramp playing. I feel bad.
I'll play them. We should go see them. I mean, I did tell Jim before we came out, I was like, I'm going to go do C-Bin now. We're going to do C-Bin. And we're going to miss you.
Sorry, mate.
He's all right.
It's fine, mate.
It's fine.
But hey, let's skim for it. What's number 4?
All right, number 4. Today I was sitting at home and I was with the Mac Daddy himself, and I was like, I've got these few things to see, but I was like, it was like, I need 4. What's the 4th one? And he just without fucking a second thought, he just went mods. And I was like, do you know what? You're fucking right. I said, are they not on there already? Are they not in the C-Bin? He was like, I don't think so.
No, man.
So we live in Brighton. Brighton is obviously famous for the whole Mods and Rockers thing
Quadrophenia
that happened in the Quadrophenia, the Mods and Rockers fight that happened 50s, 60s, whenever it was. And every year, around Bank Holiday August, all the mods come down.
Mate.
They all come down their scooters and they all got their fucking shitty little haircuts. They come in. I get people coming in. They're bald as fuck. They're bald as Reese Toy, and they go, "Oh, I want you what, mate? Can you get a?" I don't know what doing Reese voice there, because Reese is never answering this. But they go, but they come in and they go, "Oh, mate, yeah, I want me hair like Paul Weller," and I'm like, "I'm sure you do. I want a face like David Beckham, but it's not going to fucking happen, is it?"
David Beckham wishes he had your face.
Mate, no, he's like, I like.
You're the
Dave,
most beautiful human being I've ever seen in my life.
Gorgeous. Have you seen that, man?
I'm talking about you. David Beckham can lick my chode.
I don't know. I like a bit of Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
But he's
Can you bend like Beckham?
I could do.
Yeah.
If the price is right.
Oh!
Everybody's got a price for the bending man. It's fucking. I mean, the mods. They come down and all the rockers don't do it because the rockers are like, no, we're over this. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
and they all die because they live rock and roll lifestyles. All
Yeah,
the mods.
they're all individuals.
You get a matey down. I ain't seen him in a while. A few years ago, I went down. There's a guy called Jurassic Dave, and he's a mod. And they all got. It's like August. It's fucking hot, and they all wear the big park jackets. They go around on the scooters. They just invade every single part of town, and they're all. I mean, I ain't saying all the mods. But there's a lot of these mods that are fucking proper right-wing fucks, you know?
Yeah,
I ain't saying all of it. It's like, not all fucking skinheads are that.
Yeah.
Not all mods are it, but it's a lot of mods.
That's enough.
And anything that influenced Oasis can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. So,
She
I ain't into I just don't like the mods. I just don't like the mods. And there's a few mod shops in town.
Yeah.
And, that they do good business on that weekend. I think they sell everything on that weekend. And then
just ride the coattails.
Ride the rest of the year, and it's always the same. Just like
it's like fancy dress shops at the end of October.
Yeah,
they get all that coin
and
from
they just
Halloween, and then they just sell like poppet those little.
I would say the mod
pops.
shops are fancy dress shops.
Oh yeah,
because you get these fuckers coming
Dress
down. And
like
they I swear, 11 months a year they just fucking probably have short back and sides and just wear normal fucking clothes or whatever. And then they just. Well, I did feel for one of them because there was this thing we saw come up. some Brighton Facebook page thing, and it was like some mod had his scooter stolen, and he had it since he was 18, and he was like in his 60s. And that was a bit like,
that's a shame.
Yeah, that was a bit like, you know what, that's because
Well, yeah, that's
people target him, but
that's the price you pay for living your life as a cunt.
It's the price you pay for liking the Who, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
it's a cunt tax.
it is.
Your time was up, sonny Jim. Gives your scooter.
So the Jam, the Who, just mods in general can just I1T1.
Yeah,
I'm not into it.
you know what? I feel like if I don't want to make such a decision because I feel like I'll be like affiliating myself with a gang. You know,
It's quite a broad spectrum as well of mods. You know, like it's not everyone, but it's a just the fuckers that come down and annoy us.
Yeah, oh man. See, if I wish I haven't got my slow bro on me, I would normally flip my slow bro at a time like this. Let's see what else I've got to flip. Let me reach into my pocket.
Oh shit!
Hold on. I can hear a piece of tramp playing. My back's fucking fucked.
Yeah, I can hear that. We should probably
Hold on.
go fucking watch.
Right,
them.
I've got my tattoo appointment card.
Sweet.
If it lands logo up, it's going in the C bin. If it lands appointment up, it ain't. It's going in the bin.
Mods are in the bin.
Yeah. Fate has said it was true, and fate, so it shall be written, so it shall be done. You got the 4 fingers of death, the full Kit Kat. Listen for the splash. In it goes. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty satisfied on that shit because, like, yeah, I think they're 4 things that deserve to be in that sea bin.
I agree.
And the Kit Kat is there.
There it is.
And I'm going to eat it all in one bite because I'm an animal.
Well, mate, it's been fucking beautiful having you on.
Thank
you for giving me your time, sitting in the van with me, sweating.
It's very moist in here.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Mate, we'll do it again, and you're going to get Jim for Pete's Tramp tomorrow. And we're going to go watch Pete's Tramp now.
Yep.
And hopefully, yeah.
Listen to Rough Guts, listen to Top Left Club, listen to fucking Francis High Five, go to fucking Brighton, get your mullet cut, and tell Jimmy that he's a lovely man and suck his penis. Maybe don't do that, his wife might like that, but just touch his nipples.
I'm down, yeah, the nipple. You can do both nipples. Yeah, come down Jimmy's Barbershop, Brighton, 4 Upper Garden Street. We're open Tuesday to Saturday.
Right, cheers for listening, guys.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Hey guys, it's me, Big Tasty. I just wanted to say cheers for listening to this week's episode, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed making it. Now, if you feel so inclined, you should come check out my Patreon page. You can sign up for as little as £1 a month, and you get weekly exclusive video tier lists and monthly mail-outs with things such as stickers and fabric patches, zines and art prints. Hey, and if you can't spare the money right now, I totally understand. No pressure. I'm going to keep making episodes regardless, but if you can support financially, it really helps the show. Just keep moving on. And then another way you can help is just to follow us on stuff like Twitter and Instagram at Seaburn Podcast and share it around to people that you think might like this filthy shit. Anyway, love you guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.